Hi everybody, this is Rick here. Welcome to Digital Fortress. I'm doing this live stream to take your questions. Welcome everyone for being here. I'm going to go over the schedule for when rewards occur. I'm going to try to be brief and to the point, and then I'll take your questions. Hello, 5-Star Emperor, King Cardano, welcome. Thanks for being here. Basically, there's not going to be any rewards on August 18th that you'll see. You will not receive your rewards. So right now you see your pools making blocks, right? So you're delegated to a certain pool, and you see them making blocks. So I just wanted to spell out the timeline here compared to the ITN so that we have a better idea of how or when we're going to get the rewards. So basically, on the 18th, you don't get rewards, even though your pools are making blocks now. For the blocks that are being currently made, you're going to get those rewards on August 23rd. Okay, that's when those rewards come out. So the current epic, the blocks being made, then there's going to be a pause, and then you'll get them on August 23rd at the end of the next epic. And so I have the diagram that I put up as the thumbnail. I'm going to go over that diagram. I'll compare it to the ITN. Well, here's my brief description of the comparison to ITN. Now, on the ITN, it gave us instant gratification. Okay, we were so I'll give you an example. Let's say on day one, when we were doing the ITN for 6 months, which we really enjoyed, we had a lot of fun with it. But on day one, I would delegate my stake. On day two, it would become active, or it would go into effect because epics were only 1 day long. Then on day three, blocks would be produced based on my stake. At the end of day three, I would get the rewards, the beginning of day four, because each epic was a day. So I would see an immediate turnaround and a more instant gratification for the pool I was delegating to, or I would see very quickly if that pool was having issues, which we don't have that problem on the Haskell, but there were some issues with the Rust versions. And so you would very quickly see, did I get rewards or not with that pool, and then you could quickly shift over a period of 3 or 4 days to a different pool and see if you got rewards there. And the ability to switch from pool to pool, you were seeing results quicker, so you're able to make decisions faster. Now, with the new schedule where the epic is 5 days, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, so I made that schedule you saw that I posted on the thumbnail, and I'm going to pull that schedule up now, and I'll go over it, and then I'll take your questions, because I'm sure there was a lot of questions about, how does this work? So give me a moment to arrange my windows. And I'm going to share the screen of the schedule that I made. I'm going to share the entire desktop because I'm going to have to pull some other windows. And there it is. Okay, so the desktop is up. And let me make sure I can still see chat in case you guys have questions. Okay, all right, so you should be able to see my desktop. I'll give it a moment to make sure I can see it also. And so hello, 5-Star Emperor, King Cardano, John Hamilton, welcome, Retro Crypto, Steve S., Rada Pool, Keller Crypto. Hello everyone, Thor, One Sierra, No Central Authority, welcome everyone. All right, now you can all see that screen now. I'm going to go over the dates. All right, so as long as you delegated before August 8th, like currently you might be delegated to a pool, and today is August 17th, okay? But you're not going to get rewards for that until 3 more epics out somewhere at the end of the month after August, I think 28th, you'll get the reward. So as long as you delegated before August 8th here, you will get rewards August 23rd here. And then we'll just walk through this flow chart. Now what I did is I cut out the extra stuff at the bottom because it's irrelevant and more confusing. So as long as you delegated prior to August 8th, okay, even if you delegated before August 3rd, okay, so you delegate the stake, then there's a snapshot at that point, and an epic elapses where nothing happens. Right here, if I were to write something, it would say nothing, okay? Then after that entire epic, from August 8th to 13th, the delegation becomes active, and now the pools are making blocks. That is present. That's where we are today. We're on August 17th. We are here. So those pools are producing blocks currently. Then the rewards will be calculated as this epic is kind of like nothing, okay? And then the results of the delegation back here, August 3 through 8th, you will get them on August 23rd at 21:45 universal time code, August 23rd UTC. And of course the cycle continues. There is never a break in rewards. Okay, if I redelegate, let's say I delegated August 3 through 8th, and I'll see the rewards of that pool on August 23rd. But let's say I redelegated today on August 17th right here. Okay, I'm going to have to follow this map out over, and over. So sometime after August 28th, beginning of September, I will get the rewards for the delegation from today, but I would have to recalculate it. So I'll do a few more of these videos where I update the dates on here and walk people through it, because there's no one good place except for Yoroi. It appears that Yoroi is going to have a good schedule, and I think the one in Daedalus will also work out well, but we'll find out. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. I'm going to pull up Yoroi here on my other screen. Let me pull that up so I can show you what I mean by, I think, Yoroi. Let me put that over there. Okay, so for Yoroi users, there is a calendar in here. Okay, there's nowhere else I can find some sort of calendar where August 23rd you get the rewards. That's here on the dashboard. So you go to the Yoroi dashboard. The main reason I'm doing this video is because I've had a lot of people ask me, when do we get rewards, and I'll let them know, or I'll say something about when the rewards are available. And some people were under the assumption that they were going to get rewards on August 18th. But what happened was, when we pushed the D equals 1 5 days to the right, and it stayed at D equals 1, that pushed everything else also to the right. So everything moved to the right by 5 days until D was dropped down to 0.9 about 10 days ago, before the beginning of 2 epochs ago. So you see how it can be confusing. All right, so Yoroi here has the calendar. So Yoroi could be the champ. It also has rewards, epochs, 5 days indicator down here. This graph may come in handy. It looks like it very well may. It may come in handy when it starts filling in with data. All right, but you do have the calendar here, and it has the date and time. So you see it has August 23rd, August 28th, September 2nd, and it tells you that epoch. Now, what I'm curious to see is if it tells you which pool returned those rewards, because it is still confusing for me. I have to think through it very thoroughly to think, okay, when I start seeing these rewards, where was I delegated? What was I delegated to at the time that that happened? Okay. All right. So that's on Yoroi. There's also a marker in Daedalus that may also prove useful in the delegation center. We'll see how that goes. All right. So I'm going to go back over to the schedule. And again, a reminder, if you delegated between August 3 through 8th, you'll see those rewards on August 23rd. If you delegated August 8th through 13th and you did not prior to this blue bar, if you delegated in this time zone, you will see your rewards August 28th. And if you delegated or redelegated during this epoch, the current one, you'll see those rewards on September 2nd. So it keeps shifting to the right, shifting to the right. And we don't see that kind of like immediate feedback loop that we saw on the ITN, where you saw very quickly whether or not you were getting good rewards. So I just want to make sure that was clear to everyone. And I'm going to check chat for your questions, and then I'll try to be brief. Let's see, do we have any questions there? Let's see. Vikings checking in. Thor, how you doing? All right, Grow Pool. All right, I'm glad it was nice and clear, Grow. Glad you liked it. Let's see, excited for the 23rd. Let's see, notice the time remaining for each epoch and Yoroi is wrong. That one should not be there, just 20 hours. I don't know if, Grow, I don't know if Yoroi is wrong or not. I'd have to take a closer look at it, but I think it will be more usable when it starts filling in with data. I'm a believe it when I see it kind of guy. So when you start seeing data collecting that graph, then we could probably make a better determination as to what Yoroi is doing. Because, you know, Sebastian and Ruslan did a lot of work on that along with a bunch of other devs, and they kind of think things through pretty thoroughly. So we'll see, but you could be right. We'll see. Let's see. Steve S says, Rick, on Sunday you were talking about stake pools being able to turn on smart contracts on or save resources and keep them off. Will delegators get the rewards for choosing pools that keep them on? That is a great question. I do not know the answer. I don't know the answer to that. So Steve, we'll have to follow up on that question. Keep asking that, and I'll try to get that also asked. I don't know if delegators will get rewards from those ERC20, ERC223, and new types of Cardano tokens that you see appearing on the Goguen. It's probably going to be out probably around the end of November is my guess. Mid-December. I'd lean a little bit towards prior to Christmas for that. But great question, Steve. All right, Skin says that the Yoroi graph becomes very handy. I'll show you how your delegation is doing. It will be very helpful. I think so, yeah. Once we see the Yoroi graph fill in with data, we might find it more. We'll see how useful that is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be helpful. I'm going to be looking at it closely. Bovines, hello, how you doing? He says, hi, Rick, what is the best way to check pool saturation? As long as the pool's under about 207 million, it's not saturated. It's a little bit more simpler than the ITN. I'm not sure what the mathematical difference is, but on the ITN, I think it was how much ADA came into existence based on people putting their private seed phrase into the ITN and bringing that ADA into existence. But on the mainnet, the ADA already exists. So my understanding, it's total supply. All right, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but it's total supply divided by 150, and that will determine your saturation point. Okay, all right, I hope I answered your question, Bovines. I hope I answered it correctly. Let's see, 5-Star Emperor says Atomic sucks. I don't use it, so I don't know. Let's see, October Black, how you doing there, buddy? He says, I'm late to the party. You're never late, sir. You're never late. You're always early when it comes to Cardano. As long as you're in Cardano before 2021, you are early, okay? So welcome. All right, no other questions there. I am going to punch out. I'm just going to keep this short. That way people can watch the replay, and I'm not babbling on all evening. Thank you for watching Digital Fortress. Y'all have a great day. Have a great evening. Happy staking, and I'll do some updates on these videos with the timelines, all right? Y'all take care. Okay, bye-bye. Once I find my window. Have a good evening.